Mama told me once that it was gonna happen. Nigga, you ain't finished the job. I was looking for you to finish the job. But I ain't gonna lie. When I gotta show face again, being sober. I definitely have to show my face again being sober. Niggas definitely gonna have to look me in my eye.
He took it off again.
In my hand.
Let's see.
See, we got some questions. Because I don't never have to go back to the projects again. I elevated myself in life to where that I could live like a king. Me going back to the projects and visiting people that I love, or me going back to the projects venting to the people that hurt me as a child. I had to do that. I had a right to go back to Bronx River and scream up to the windows to the people who shitted on me. To the community who abandoned me. I had a right to do that. Oh, y'all don't think I had a right to do that? Why are you trying to hurt a little nigga that's hurt just like you? Where did you see that at? You see me out there hurting and venting to a camera. If me crying about my camera, what about me crying to a camera about the pain that I was going through and asking why the community didn't get behind me? I didn't hurt a nigga.
See, it's not even about crying, because when I first started this and I was first following him, I really thought he had a message, yo. Because listen, I sat here and I learned the hard way that instead of talking, I had to show, I had to prove, I had to demonstrate. Hassan, you got distracted and went straight towards the celebrities. You could do your reaction videos, you could do all that, but show us how you are going to help the youth. How are you going to motivate these kids? If allegedly what you're saying is true, and I'm gonna say that because you have failed so many people, including me, in the past. But I'm not disappointed no more for the simple fact I don't follow you no more. It's a shame if you really did get shot. I'm a little confused because in the hospital it shows that you know your shot wound is on your right arm, your tattoo is on your right arm, but now you here on the live days after and you got a shot wound allegedly from the shoulder, from the arm to the back, and it's on your left side. So this is not making
little
sense.
Nigga that was hurting just like me. They hurt me. So now what you need to do, you need to go to school so you can educate yourself on not asking stupid ass questions, because that was just a dumbass question you just asked. I didn't hurt nobody. You got another question? Matter of fact, I'm answering questions. I'm reading the super chat. Can you give me something clean so I can clean around this? This is gushing out blood. Did you hear me? Hello? Hello? Is anybody home? For y'all to see, it's gushing out blood. Starting to bleed. They told me to leave it open, see? To leave it open so that can you give me something so I can just clean around it? Or matter of fact, another pad or something. You ain't got to get in the camera. I just well. Ain't here. King Vaughn ain't here. He ain't here.
Let me pause it right there, right? And I'm gonna leave that video right there. Y'all wanna go check it out? Y'all can go check it out. That's on y'all. Listen, I don't watch Hassan Campbell. I haven't watched him in a while, but I still feel the same way. I hope that he does get help. I think this YouTube, this social media is getting to him. It's affecting his personal life. He's taking it too far. Him knowing that he said certain things that he can't come back from. We cutting this down the middle. Like at the end of the day, listen, he's done too much on here. He really does need a break. I ain't the only one saying this. Like, if he really did get shot, I'm a little confused right now because I'm looking at the video when he uploaded it from the hospital and it shows his right side. This is something he uploaded himself. There's a picture that he has on his thumbnail that shows the injury and the tattoo on the right side. But now, allegedly, listen, I don't know. Can you mirror the lives? Can you mirror these videos? Probably they can. Listen, man, don't get me to lying because I'm not there. So allegedly, like something's off. It does look like a some type of wound there. Gunshot wound looks a little different. Hmm. It kind of looks like it. But at the end of the day, listen, let's be real. When you go into places like this, acting like this, it's bound to happen. We don't know if them people was getting fed up of him screaming, shouting. There's other ways of, him. He could have released his anger. He could have went to the gym, exercised a little bit. I don't know. Stayed at home, drank. That's safe, knowing that there's people out there that hate you for the things that you have done. I'm not gonna bring you down. I'm not gonna bash you. None of that. Just get some help, yo. Because at the end of the day, something worse is gonna happen here on social media because people really not believing what's happening to you. A lot of people, and it looks like it, but then at the end of the day, it's kind of like, oh, I'm over here like I need to do a little more research. I need to figure out what's going on myself before it's just crazy. But when you go out here looking for trouble, you gonna get it. You was out here talking about you had an army. You was out here saying that you was gonna throw people mom down the steps. You was inviting people to come with guns while you was out there with just a knife. Like at any given moment, somebody could have triggered you. You could have stabbed somebody. It could have been worth. You wouldn't be here today. You would have been moved on that. Yo, right there. It's just the way you do things is out of pocket and shout out. And that's what people want you to understand, but you're not seeming to understand. It doesn't matter if they talk to you as calm as I'm talking to you, or if they say what they say as calm as I'm saying it, or if they react as calm as I react. It doesn't matter if they get ratchet on the social media and give you a little dose of your own medicine and give you and pull a you on you. You don't want no help. But what's crazy is you need to take a minute. And if this is real, you need to think about your family because the next time they're going to try to reach you, it's going to be towards them. It's fucked up to say it, but it's there. It's predictable. People have been saying it for months, for years, that somebody's going to get you. And it's because of your behavior on social media. But see, people don't learn. You're positive. Keep going with your message. If everything that happened to you is real and it's true, fight it. Take this man to court. See if there's a way that he can get put away for years and never come back out. But instead, you're fighting the people that you don't need to be fighting. Because if you really want somebody to back you up, you're going to have to do what a lot of us is doing to prove their point. Show them. Because as far as I'm concerned, you haven't shown nobody nothing so far. And this right here is kind of, is that a real injury? They got fake wounds too. So, I don't know. You've done so many plays that it's hard to tell. And this is crazy. And if this is true, prayers towards your family. And more prayers to go ahead because you're not thinking about them. You're thinking about yourself. You're being selfish. Is money that important that you're willing to risk your family? Because if this is true, you would take that nice needed break that you should have taken years ago from YouTube. So anyway, guys, whole purpose of me speaking on it is, listen, we all got consequences. All of our actions have consequences behind them. Everything that we do has a reaction to it. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And listen, you want to get treated differently, I think it's time for you to start treating others differently. Because I was taught, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you don't treat others the way you want to be treated, you're going to be treated like shit. If you sitting online talking about other people, people's going to come back and they're going to lash back at you. There's consequences to all of our actions. So if you got shot, it's because you was out here acting a fool. I cannot feel bad for you. Because at the end of the day, You say you was going to do this and you say you was going to do that, and you haven't done it. Instead, you're out here doing this type of shit. Like, this is what you want the kids to do. This is what you want the youth to do. Go out there and say hi to Lucifer. Let's take Lucifer out. You want these little kids to meet the Grim Reaper at an early age. Because if you're supposed to be the face of the youth, an advocate, as you call yourself, helping the youth, reaching out to the youth, this ain't the way to do it. So at the end of the day, I understand where a lot of people are coming from. And if you want people to start changing their perspective on you and, looking at you a different way, be who you really are. Or is this who you really are? See, that's the crazy part. That is what's the crazy part. But see, you know that this shit is going to catch people's attention. And what's crazy is you're willing to lose your life. My question to you is, you really love your kids? You really love your wife? Do you really love your family? And this is not no disrespect. If you really cared about your family, take that break. Because in my opinion, you need serious help. That's all the time that I got, guys. Until next time, I hope all y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. And remember, when you out here acting like a fool, there's going to be consequences to all of your actions. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Oh, snap. I just realized that this joint was on mute. I gotta fix that. Damn. But like I was saying, yo, I don't feel bad. My bad. Shit. Nobody told me it was on mute. But like I was saying, there's consequences to all of our actions. I don't know how in the world I just muted that. My bad. But I was just saying, I don't know if people heard me or y'all didn't hear me when y'all catch the replay. Listen, y'all could agree, y'all could disagree. To me, it doesn't really matter. But there's consequences to all of our actions. Like to Hassan Campbell, like you need a real break. I don't know how many people agree with me, how many people don't. I still feel the same way that I felt years ago when it comes to Hassan Campbell. I haven't watched him for a while, and I don't plan on continuing to watching him at all. I got on here because I wanted to prove to people, listen, there's consequences to all of our actions. Like you can't come online and expect to make threats and not get nothing lashed back at you. You can't expect for people not to come at you, not to say nothing back to you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't treat others the way that you want to be treated, these are the consequences. If you're on here with some bullshit, you're going to get it back. Like, I really don't understand people when they think, oh, I can get away with this. No, you're not going to get away with it. See, you got to realize this was going to happen. This has been predicted for years already. Hassan Campbell has been acting crazy and shut out on social media. If what has happened to you, Hassan Campbell, is true, right? Really go get the help. I was about to end this live, but I noticed that it was on mute. I don't know if anybody heard me, so let me just make a long story short. Like, I don't know if you really got shot or not, but when I saw you in the hospital bed, your wound was on the left side, on the right side, along with the tattoo. Now you're doing this live. Your tattoo is on the left side, along with the wound. Like, there's people out there that have fake wounds. There's people out here that have, listen. I don't know what happened because your life got cut off. We didn't see when you got shot. Could you be playing this off? Maybe. I don't know, Mitch. Listen, somebody tell me if he mirrored his life or if he didn't mirror his life. I'm a little confused on that part. But at the end of the day, when you out here looking for trouble is what you will get. You want smoke, you're going to get beef. You want beef, you're going to get smoke. So at the end of the day, like, listen, man, you say you had a message. Show us what your message is really about. Show us that you say you're supposed to be a child advocate. This is not what you should be showing the kids. This is not what you should be leading the kids to do. Like, I'm hoping that everybody understands what I'm trying to say right now. But look, listen, man, it's gonna get worse. And if he really cares about his family, he will leave this YouTube shit alone and put it to the side for a second and realize that he needs to start over again. He needs to take a minute and think and recap on how he's gonna do this. Because A child advocate doesn't behave like this. A child advocate doesn't do these things. A child advocate tries to find ways for these kids to get guided the right way. But what you're doing is showing these kids that it's okay to do the dumb ratchet shit that you're doing. It's okay to get out here in public and curse people out and scream at them just because you're hurt and just because you're going through this. No, that's not the way. There's people out here that are trying to get from victims to survivors, and you're showing them that, oh no, you can stay a victim, do this and do that. No, if what happened between you and Afrika Bambaataa is real, keep fighting. Take this to the court if you have to, because you still got time. Go look it up. But at the end of the day, you're making it seem like all this is a play, and I'm really starting to believe what a lot of people are saying. And for those people out here that really say they care for him, if you talk to him, he needs a break. Because if this is true and he got shot because of what he was doing and saying out there in that community, imagine what's going to happen to his family. If they was able to reach him and he thought he was untouchable, what makes y'all think that they won't reach one of his kids? Maybe all his kids. What makes y'all think that they won't reach his wife? What makes y'all think they won't reach all of them? So if this is true, this should make him sit his ass down and think about what he's doing. Because he came on here with a message and got so sidetracked that his whole focus was just on celebrities, and coming at people. There's other ways to do it. Y'all just think that y'all can come up by just being negative. Y'all can also come up by being positive and helping the next person. But listen, to each his own. Till next time. It's all the time that I have for right now. I just want y'all to understand that I reacted to this because I want y'all to know, listen, there's consequences to all of our actions. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Then when you ask them what they need, they say less talking, more opinions, no prayers with division. You ask me, y'all need to focus more on revision, rely less on television. How you want a future, you have no vision. This world is just like fiction. What we need is more talking, less opinions, more prayers with no division. Before you come up with a conclusion, giving people false illusions, pick up a book, do your research, learn your history before you end up in a ditch making history. Division and religion isn't working. The only way to show God our faith and love is through our actions. Our convictions is the only thing that really unite us. One God, one nation, different beliefs. There's words that can't fly with the wind. There's insults that are not violent. Meanwhile, while you're home to them, they're killing you on the inside. If I was to tell you that I didn't hurt, I would be lying. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that there's truths that lie, especially when they're telling you that they're indifferent? Getting shoved to the side because you're different. There's a hug out there someone didn't receive today. Probably because of what was said about them yesterday. Probably because of the way they was dressed today. Not realizing that the one that they hate could be the one that saves their day. But you know what? Thanks to them, it's another day in history where you get to flip the pages to your book and speak your story. And Lord, it's unholy. But you know what hurts the most? As I walk down the street and I see how easily we're divided. When we all should be united. One body, one mind, one soul, a million talents. Lord, without you, we're all divided. Forgive them, Lord, for they don't know any better. They don't know that there's someone out there that loves them.